Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a Makeup Monday tutorial for you guys. It's been a while, but this is also going to be a Q&A video. So while I'm doing my makeup, I'm going to be answering some questions that you guys had on my Instagram in this video. I hope you guys enjoy it, and if you do, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family, and I will see you at the end of the video. Y'all, I'm going to groom my brows a little bit and shave off any of my like little mustache or chin hair. I don't know what it is, but it seems like over the last year I've been noticing like chin hair. I don't know where that came from. I really don't. I just use like lotion. I'm just using the Pond's Dry Skin. I'm just putting that on those areas, and then I'm just going to use an eyebrow razor to clean it up. A couple years ago I was doing a makeup tutorial, and I felt like so pretty, but then when I was editing the pictures I could see like a little like mustache, so I showed Adrian and he was like, yeah, I can see it. So I had to scrap that whole video, and I'm just using like an eyebrow razor. Because I noticed if I just do my makeup and I still have like a little stash, it just looks bad. I don't ever get my lip waxed, and they always like ask, but I don't. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to start answering some of the questions that my Instagram followers had for this video. The first one is from Tina Atkinson, and she asks, did you always feel confident filming for YouTube? If not, how long did it take? If you look at my old videos, in March marks 6 years I've been on YouTube. So I've been on here for a while, and if you look at my very first videos, I'm pretty awkward for my first few videos. It's just weird speaking in front of a camera, and somebody like me, I'm a pretty reserved, pretty shy person. Unless you're in my immediate family, I'm a pretty shy person, so it didn't come to me naturally, I don't think. So it probably took a couple of videos before I got more comfortable on camera. And even recently, I do have a hard time filming when other people are in the same room as me. I prefer to be alone when I film. I feel like I can be more of myself when I'm filming by myself. I usually get my eyebrows waxed, and every time I go and get my eyebrows waxed, they fuss at me because I use the razor like in between, but sometimes I can't make it over there, even though it's like literally 3 minutes from my house. So I'm gonna put on the Burt's Bees Vanilla Chapstick. Moisturize my face with that same Pond's moisturizer. For my face primer, I'm going to use the Sacha Mattifier face primer. I've been using this for probably like 5 months now, I think. 4 or 5 months. And I'm not one of those people that just buy a whole bunch of different like primers, or the only thing I buy a whole bunch of is eyeshadows and foundations and lipsticks, but like primers and powders, I don't really buy a whole bunch of those. I just keep maybe three different ones or something like that. This question is from, her name is the Baddie G, and she says, would you make natural hair videos? By the way, thanks for putting me on to so many amazing synthetic wigs. No problem. Would I make natural hair videos? Probably not. If my natural hair is healthier or in better shape, I would, but that's not really my lane. But if my hair was healthy, I would definitely do that. But the only style I do with my natural hair when I actually do wear it out is just a puff. Otherwise, it's just not, yeah. I just got my hair cut and deep conditioned and stuff from a professional. My hair is growing, but the ends of it are like thin and stuff, so I don't think I'll be doing any in the near future. I have a few, like literally probably like 2 or 3 on my channel. And I just put some Sacha Buttercup setting powder on my brows because they get pretty greasy. Okay, so for Christmas, my sister got me the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade, and I have it in ebony. And I guess for years I stayed away from it because I thought it was too expensive. I think it's like 20-something. And I just always found it just easier to use like cheaper brow gels from like drugstore. But this is actually not that bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill my brows in. And I'm using a angle eyeliner brush from Royal and Langnickel. This is the BMD 490 angle brush. It looks like this. So I'm just gonna start at the bottom and get the shape. So the next question is from 7979 Mimi, and she says, how's married life? Married life is good now. Now I will say the first year we got married in November of 2017, and this past November made a year. The first year actually was very difficult, not from anything like cheating or anything like that, but before we got married, we didn't live together. So me and Adrian, before we got engaged, we were together for 5 years. So that's already long, but we never lived together. So when we got married was the first time we lived together. And I know if you are religious and stuff, they tell you you shouldn't live together before you're married, and I get that, but you don't know yourself, or you don't know your partner until you live with them. So it was just hard getting adjusted to being with somebody 24/7 and living with them. And even how I've learned a lot about myself. Like I am very like moody and all kinds of stuff. So it was a very hard transition to being married. And I don't feel like people really stress that enough. Of course you don't think you shouldn't go into it thinking it's going to be like a fairy tale, but just I think the biggest thing was just living together. People that already live together before they get married, nothing really is going to change that much. I don't think it will, but we didn't do that, so it was difficult. So we were still learning about each other and what we like and all that kind of stuff, and we've been together since 2011. We've been together a long time. So married life has gotten a lot better. It's just, you just have to get adjusted. Okay, Santivia.xo says, how often do you wear natural hair? Pretty much never. If I'm not recording, I'm not wearing a wig probably. I'm probably just have on my bonnet, because you know I work from home, so I just have on my bonnet around the house, rocking my straight backs. And then on my days I don't record and I need to go somewhere, I still wear wigs, or I wear head wraps. Alright, so the next question is actually from Cameron Monet. If y'all don't know her, she's a YouTuber as well. She does wig reviews, but she's also in law school, so that's That's crazy. Her question is, what are your top 5 tips for content creating? I'm actually going to be teaching a class in April in the upstate of South Carolina about my YouTube experience and how I got here and everything. And I already have some like videos, but the most recent one is from 2017 about my YouTube journey, but I'm going to have a dedicated class in the upstate. So if you're around, you can sign up for it. But my top 5 tips, I would say this one is super cliche, but consistency. I've been doing this a long time, for 6 years, as I told you guys. And when I started teaching, I feel like that's when things took a turn. Like I didn't record as much as I would like. Yeah, so I would say consistency is number 1. Something that you just naturally can talk about for hours or do for hours. Because passion is going to drive you way before any money comes. Because I was thinking, when I was doing YouTube when I first started out, like, I didn't get paid for like a couple years, like two or 3 years. And I was just doing it because I loved it. So you got to do something create content that really drives you, that you're passionate about. I don't know if I can do 5. Do things that are relevant, you know, that can help people. I did make it as professional as possible. Like, lighting is super important. You can use natural light, but lighting is really important. I still go through this. I compare my content to other people's, and I still get like really sad about it. But you gotta try not to compare yourself to other people, but it's really hard. It's really hard not to. No, but consistency should take up like 2 of those spaces, because that's the most important. And that's something I'm still working on, because sometimes I'm slack even after all this time. And I know that can hold you back. So what I did was I took the Fenty Pro Filt'r foundation in 360, and I used the Pro Filt'r concealer in 330. I don't know where I got 330. I should have got like 340. I went too light, but I still use it. And I'm just going to carve out my brows using the Morphe M124 brush. Question is from MUA Kai. So this is Kai Reviews. She says she doesn't have a question. I just want to say that I'm proud of you and keep it up. I appreciate you saying that. I really do. I still get like discouraged, and I'm like, I don't even know. And then I'm like, why are you complaining? Like, you were just in a job that you hated. Like, don't get discouraged. This is what you like prayed for. So I appreciate all the positive feedback from y'all. Roxy_2512 says, how has it been transitioning from being a girlfriend to fiance to now wife? Really, as I told you guys, me and Adrian dated for 5 years, and he proposed on our 5th dating anniversary in 2016. I have never been treated as well and everything as I have while I've been with him. Like, he's been the best. Even when I was his girlfriend, I felt like more family than just like a girlfriend. There is a big difference though from the girlfriend fiance stage to wife. I feel like I felt like when he proposed, I was like, about time, but at the same time I was like, oh my gosh, this responsibility now, like this is somebody's son that I have to take care of. I got to make sure he is straight and everything. It's everything is more serious and was more difficult when we got married, just because we never lived together, we never paid bills together. So you have to deal with, first of all, living with somebody, and then money is a big thing. Like, money is huge, and that's something you should definitely talk about even when you're dating. Now, I don't know if I necessarily think you should be, I don't know. I don't think you should be like paying like serious hardcore bills and stuff with somebody that you're just dating, because they could just leave at any time, and married people can divorce at any time. But it's just like, it's just more serious now that you're married. But it's a huge difference, and it's mainly because we never paid bills or lived together before. So it's been a hard transition, but I feel like we are starting to figure things out for us, because that's something else. If you have an example that you follow, like your parents or what you saw on TV, you feel like, oh, this, we should do it this way because my parents did it this way. Or like, mentally, I feel like we're more of a progressive couple. We're not really super traditional. Adrian cooks more than me because he enjoys it. I don't really like cooking. And mentally, I was like, wow, I guess I'm a bad wife because I don't like cooking and all the things that wives are supposed to do. I'm not really into cooking and stuff like that. And Adrian loves cooking. So you just create your own way of doing things. If it works for you and your spouse, then you shouldn't be, you know, concerned about like how other people do things. And I know that's going off topic, but it's been a tough transition, but I feel like we're finding our way as we go. And I think that is a great thing. If you guys have been around like before I even used to wear lashes and stuff, cause my makeup has come so far. Like even just from 2017, I remember I did this collab with Beauty by Junie B, and it was a Valentine's Day collab, and her makeup was beautiful. And I was looking at what I did, and it was, oh, it was bad. So I have come so far with my makeup. Like if I got married again, like me and Adrian, if we renewed our vows or something, I would do my makeup. I wouldn't hire, I don't think I would hire anybody. I would just do my own makeup. Because I know what I like. I know the level of drama that I like. I think I could nail it. And I miss doing makeup videos, and I'm going to try to get back into it because I love my wig reviews, of course, but it can be a little bit monotonous doing the same thing. And then lately, the synthetic wigs I've been getting have been kind of trash. Like, I haven't been impressed that much. But I'm still gonna, of course, do that because that's my bread and butter. That's how I got where I am. Now, I asked people on my Instagram, on my Insta story, and if you're not following me on Instagram, you need to follow me on there. I feel like I got better interaction on my Instagram than I do on YouTube. Like, I feel like they respond better than on here. Even though I have less followers on my Instagram, I feel like they are more interactive on there than some of my followers on here. So I asked them, should I do a look with no eyeshadow or with eyeshadow? So I need to check and see what they say, because it's time. Something neutral. Okay. All right, so you guys did vote for me to do an eyeshadow look, and so I'm gonna do that. Alright, I thought I was going to use a different palette. I was going to use the Urban Decay Born to Run palette. Very pretty, but I want to use something else. I'm going to use the Profusion Temptress palette. I featured this on my channel before. This palette is actually pretty nice. Like, it's only $10 and I've gotten some pretty looks from it. So I'm going to do that today. But I'm going to put the Fenty concealer in 330 on my lid. And what is her name? What are your favorite and best dramatic lashes? Just _ Nina asked that. My favorite and most dramatic lashes that I've tried so far have been from Bold Face Makeup. Like, the name should kind of tell you guys like the kind of lashes that they have. Now they do have, I guess they have more. None of the lashes that I've bought from them are conservative. All of them are bam, like I'm here kind of lashes. I don't like really like super natural lashes. Like, I'm not into like the, I think they're called 25 millimeter lashes. Is it millimeter? Something like that. Those are a little bit too wide and I feel like they're just too much. Like, they, and a lot of times when people blink with those, they just look crazy. I don't like those. But my favorite are from Bold Face Makeup. I really love Power Pair and Mega Babe. They are so nice. And I got my sister some of those lashes for Christmas because she wants to learn how to do lashes. And if you don't know how to do lashes, they are so important to me with makeup looks, because I can do an eyeshadow, I can do a makeup look with no eyeshadow and pop on some lashes, foundation, brows, and a lip, and it just pulls the look together so well. So I feel like lashes are just a must-have. In this particular line, everything is pretty much under $15 and they're legit. I just love their lashes. I really love their lashes, and I need to restock because I've had the same one since probably August or September, somewhere around there, but I love them. So I put that on my lid and I blended it out. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on the tape. And this is not gonna be like a hardcore like cut crease look. And y'all know, like last year in 2018, I was like doing a lot of cut creases, but I feel like my makeup taste is starting to change now. And I was thinking like, oh, if you don't do a cut crease, like you're not showing your artistry and all that stuff. But on an everyday basis, if I want a sexy eye look that's dramatic, I really don't do cut creases when I go out. I really do like smoky eyes because I feel like they just look so nice and sultry. I love smoky eyes. So that's probably what I'm going to do today. And I'm just using regular tape. I know when I was, you know, researching how to do makeup and everything on YouTube, people never showed what kind of tape they used. I'm just using some regular tape, just regular tape. And I am going to start off with the shade Ember. This shade right here. And I'm going to use the Profusion brush. Like, it came with this. I think they have a good line. I think they do. And I'm just using this fluffy brush and I'm just going to pack it into my crease. The next question is from Gilpin. I can't even pronounce her name. Gilpin Karandi. I'm sorry if I messed her name up, but she asked, what is my skincare routine? I am not somebody with perfect skin. for real, I have a long history of acne scarring. If you guys look at my cheeks, you guys see I have textured skin. I have eczema that comes and goes below my nose. But my skincare routine is I just wash it with like Clean and Clear, and then I use witch hazel afterwards. But I have my Clarisonic working again. My mama bought me a Clarisonic last year, and then I thought I lost all the attachments and stuff, so I haven't been using it. But I used it today and my skin feels pretty good. I don't have like a legit skincare routine. I'm gonna probably just do one eye on camera and then do the other eye off camera. I am gonna take Champ up here, which is that brown, and I will kind of put it more so in the crease area. That's like a flat side. I'm not gonna go get another brush. I'm gonna just use this, but I'm gonna just kind of keep it down here. And I'm just keeping it in like the below the eyeshadow we put down first. And I'm gonna go back in Ember on the opposite end of that brush and just blend that out. I'm gonna put more of the Champ on my lid so it gets more smoky. I'm going to take the shade Courage right here, which is like a tan shade. On camera it looks super light, but I'm going to just take that and take this brush from Profusion, another brush from Profusion. It's like a fluffy blending brush, and I'm just going to blend the edge. Alright, so I'm going to put my mascara on, and I'm using the Maybelline, the Falsies Push Up Drama Mascara. And I guess it's in just the shade Black because I don't see a shade on here. So I have a question from brownskin.beauty, and she says, how can I grow my hair channel? So as you guys know, well, some of you guys don't because I have some new subscribers. I started my channel in 2013, and I started with synthetic wig reviews, and I still do those. And how I grew my channel was, I'm going to have a class. I told you guys I'm going to have a class, but I grew my channel by posting consistently and then sharing my videos in groups and stuff on Facebook that share the same interests as me, and that's how I grew my channel. And I also utilize Instagram and stuff as well. And you got to make sure it's your passion too, because if you are like right out the gate only focused on money, you're gonna get discouraged really quickly. So but it's okay to want to have a career from it, but you need to make sure your work ethic matches that. So like, I should be working way harder than I currently am, and I'm working on that, but that's what I would say. You have to be really consistent with uploads and post things that people are interested in, current releases and new arrivals and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's what I would say. Just be consistent and don't be afraid to promote yourself. I know it's kind of weird sometimes posting yourself, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So I'm gonna use the brush on adhesive from Duo, and I'm using the dark tone, and I'm just gonna paint it on my lashes, and I'm using Power Pair from Bold Face. And somebody suggested that they want me to give away some of my favorite makeup items in my 100K giveaway, and I think I'm gonna do that because these lashes are the best. And I'm still planning everything for the 100K giveaway. I gotta get my coins together. As y'all can see, I do not like, I like dramatic lashes. Alright, phenomenal_rise. She asks, what do you do to protect your edges? And a lot of people ask me this, like, how do I wear frontals and all this stuff and still have edges? Well, I don't use glue. I have used glue recently, but I really don't like it. And I use wig grips and all that kind of stuff. That stuff protects your edges. And using Got2b Glued is pretty harmless if you don't like rip it off your head. If you just put water on it, it's gonna come up. It's gonna loosen up and it's not gonna be damaging to your edges. And I just don't really fool with my edges that much. I don't do things that are gonna irritate them. Every once in a while I'll do like a phony pony or something where I, you know, brush my edges out of my face and stuff, but I really don't put too much stress on my edges with my wigs. I don't use combs. That's a huge thing. Like, I used my combs when I was doing half wigs back in the day, and my edges thinned out so much. So do not use the combs that are right here on your wigs. That's just my opinion. You can if you want to, but I'm going to use the LA Girl Pro Conceal in Orange Corrector, and I'm going to put it under my nose because that's where I get eczema. And a little bit under my eye. For foundation, I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Foundation in 360. I hardly ever use this because I've had a bad experience, or I've had a hard time finding my shade. They matched me for $380, $370, and it just oxidizes to orange. Like, you'll be good, and then later you look in the mirror and it's like, what? Oh my gosh. And it's not just me. I've heard several women say that, and then my sister, it's been hard for her to find her shade, so she just had to use something else. She's using the Born This Way foundation, and she really likes that. I want to actually try that, but I mean, I still have it, so I'm gonna go ahead and use it. This might be as close as I'm gonna get to my right shade without looking crazy. Today I have on some contacts from Siesta. Y'all know I've been working with them for almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years in June, I think, or July, or August. I don't know. I started using their contacts summer of 2017. And I used to wear Salonica, Desio, but these have been amazing. First of all, they are prescription and they are affordable, like $15. Now, somebody told me that they have their FDA approval, like the equivalent for Korea, but I don't know that to be true. But I haven't had any issues with my contacts over the year and a half I've been using them. And I'm not using the same contacts from a year and a half ago. Like, you have to change your contacts every 6 months with these. But for $15, it's worth it. I initially bought my contacts from them and just did a review on my channel. But my video did really well, and then they reached out to me to be on their PR team. So I think that's really cool. And I'm actually going to have a video coming up of their newest collection, and I'm going to do a try on video for you guys. And I'm going to tell you guys about how I put in contacts, because some people are scared to wear contacts, which I get. And my nails are long, and some people ask me how I put in contacts with long nails. So these kinds of looks have been what I've been going for, because they're just so much easier than cut creases and stuff. And I appreciate cut creases. Y'all know that's what I was doing like all of 2018, it seemed like. But these are so easy, and they have just the same impact as far as like drama. And they just look sexy. Like smoky eyes look so sexy, in my opinion. So for concealer, I'm going to use the Fenty concealer in 330. As I told you guys, it is too light, but I'm still use it. It does feel really smooth, like it feels very smooth on the skin. And I'm going to set that with the Sacha Buttercup setting powder. Oh, and I didn't even tell you the kind I have on right now. I have on Cloud Brown. These are so pretty. Like, if you want like just to switch up your eye color, but you don't want something that's just super unnatural, these look so good. With the contacts that I get, of course, when they send it in PR and stuff, I get all the colors, even the weird ones like pinks and stuff. But on a day-to-day basis, I usually just wear browns and like gray. I have some greens, but the browns and the grays look the most natural and the most flattering on me. So I don't really do blue. I don't know if that looks good on my complexion. So I'm going to let that do what it does. And I'm going to take the Kokie Cosmetics Powder Contour Palette. And shout out to Kokie Cosmetics. A lot of companies that I've worked with, they will send PR, but they don't really support you as far as like featuring them on their page and stuff like that. But Kokie Cosmetics, they will comment on my videos and all kinds of stuff. JCat Beauty too, like shout out to them. Yeah, I would just appreciate that. So I'm using this shade right here. Okay, for blush, I'm just using the Makeup Revolution Ultra Blush Palette. And Sugar and Spice, I've been using this for a long time. This is one of those things where I have a ton of eyeshadows and all that stuff, but I don't really buy blushes like that. So I'm just gonna use like these three right there. But I also didn't used to use blush that much, but it does like bring some color to your face. I really like blush now. I just don't have like a ton of them. Put a little bit too much on, so let me pat that down. I'm gonna set my face with the Soft Focus finishing powder. Like lately I haven't been using like setting powders for a long time, but then I was like, that's why your face is getting so greasy after like 2 or 3 hours. So I have oily skin, so yeah. So I'm just using this fluffy brush that I did my blush with, and I'm just wiping it on my arms. Not sanitary, this is probably not what you're supposed to do, but I'm doing my own makeup. And I have the shade Golden Almond Finish. And I'm just gonna go over my face. And leave me some makeup suggestions down below. What kind of makeup reviews you like to see, what kind of tutorials you like to see. Do you want tutorials on specific occasions like date nights or prom or something like that? Let me know, because I'm still growing and I want to kind of diversify the kinds of looks that I do. Alright, so just to add some interest to the corner of my eye, I'm going to use the shade Geode. And I had to Google it because I didn't know if I was pronouncing that right. But I'm going to use that for the inner corner of my eye. And I did that in December when I did this look. And it was just like a nice pop of color. So I hope it's cute today. That is pretty. And Miss Vina_Chef Diva asks, which synthetic and human hair wig do you recommend that has the best hairline? For synthetic wigs, the best hairline obviously has to be, I think, the Sensational Wet Lace collection. I can't say, I don't think it has the best hair, obviously, because it's still synthetic hair, but the best hairline does go to them. And when they start making yucky textures and shorter lengths, that line is gonna kill. But they have the best hairlines I've seen. As far as human hair wigs, with the companies that I've worked for, I feel like I'm gonna say just like out the pack is gonna be my first wig, and I have worked with them probably six or seven times, and each time I feel like it's just the best quality. And then the Aries wig that I just reviewed recently, that wig is bomb. Definitely my first wig. Of course, do your own research, but from all the wigs that I've tried from them, they've been the best to me. Okay, and for highlighter, of course, the Master Chrome and Molten Gold and Molten Gold. This is Maybelline. I got this time last year, so I've had it for a year. Oh, you can keep it for 2 years. Cool. I'm starting to get like hit pan a little bit, but barely. And I use this literally pretty much every time I do my makeup. 95% of the time I'm using this one. And for my lip, I thought I was gonna go all the way dark, but I think I'm gonna do a dark outline and a lighter inner part. Like an ombre lip, kinda. Now, Weedette from the Crayon case. I've had it, but I don't think I've worn it. I'm gonna see how this combination looks with Sugar from Raine. Like this purple and this nudish pink. If it's ugly, I'm gonna take it off and try again. Alright guys, so here is the final look. You guys saw it in the intro and in the thumbnail already, but here's the final look. I actually really like how this turned out. I usually go for a neutral lip, but I really like this bold lip combination. A lot of times with my bold lips, I tend to use a lighter shade just to tone it down a little bit. And I do like the way this combination turned out. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This was definitely more fun for me because I've been doing a whole bunch of wig reviews and I haven't done any makeup videos in a while, and makeup is something that's a lot of fun for me and very important. So I do need to diversify my content so I don't get burned out and lose like inspiration and stuff. So yeah, so if you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.